We're here to tell you a story.
So, stick around. It's about a man who lived many years ago. They say his face was stern. They say his nose was big. His hair was white. It looked like a wig. Like a wig. But that's okay. It was the style of the day.
They say he never went to college.
But he sure was bright. This man who lived many years ago. They say he was tall and strong. He was neither thin nor fat. And on his head, he wore a three-corner hat. A three-cornered hat? What's that? Well, that's okay. It was the style of the day.
Who's this man we're talking about? And what's his name?
This man who lived many years ago. You can find his name most anywhere, on the streets and in the parks. Neon lights, airline flights, everywhere in your Washington Monument, Washington, D.C., Washington College and University, Washington apples from Washington State, Washington's famous, George Washington's great.
They say he had good manners.
I'm sure he did. This man who lived many years ago. Oh, no.
He was quiet and dependable, correct and dignified. They say he never lied.
Never lied? Well, that's okay. It was the style of the day. Washington Monument, Washington, D.C., Washington College and University, Washington apples from Washington State, Washington's famous, George Washington's great. George Washington's great. George Washington's great. He's great.
Our story begins on February 22nd, 1732, when George was born. His birthplace was a farm in Westmoreland County, Virginia, but his family soon moved to Mount Vernon and then later to Fredericksburg. This is where George spent much of his time, playing down by the Rappahannock River.
That reminds me of a poem.
Well,
There once was a boy named George who lived in a house by a gorge. He spent much of his day by the gorge, by the way. That's why he was called Gorgeous George.
yes, okay. Now back to the story. George did lots of interesting things when he was a boy. He liked to ride horses. He learned how to wrestle. He liked to hunt.
Yeah.
And fish. Yeah. And he also went to school.
Was that the style of the day, too?
And they say he could throw a stone all the way across the Rappahannock River.
Wow.
Or was it a silver dollar? Well, whatever. Most of all, he was known to be very honest.
Can I tell a rhyme now?
Well, I guess so.
Little George was a boy who was honest. He vowed he would not tell a lie. But one day in his yard, he found it real hard. Just listen and I'll tell you why. Little George went out into the yard one day to see what he could see. He was bored, he didn't know what to play, till he found an axe and a cherry tree.
Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop.
Now what would any fellow do? Temptation's just too great when you find an axe and a cherry tree too. You gotta get chopping. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait, can't wait.
Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop.
Well, just when he got the job all done, his father came outside. So he threw down the axe and began to run to find a place where he could hide.
Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop.
Well, his dad kept searching low and high till he found the naughty guy. So George admitted,
It was I. I cannot tell a lie.
Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. Cherry tree chop, chop, chop.
so take a tip from George the youth. If you ever get in trouble, just be sure you tell the truth, or your trouble will be double.
Cherry tree chop, chop, chop. 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 Cherry tree chop. Oh, chop, chop.
Of course, George didn't stay young very long, but he did stay honest. People knew they could trust him. At the age of 20, he joined the Virginia militia. That's a fancy name for the Army. And quickly he became an officer. He proved his military skill in the French and Indian wars and was soon the most famous soldier in America. But he was also a successful farmer, a businessman, a legislator, and a county judge. In spite of this, he still found time for romance. Yes, because he married a lovely young gal named Martha. With her at his side, there was no stopping George. He was a born leader, and he was on his way up, up, up.
Man, he was the greatest.
Take a G and an E and O and add a little R-G-E to a W-A-S-H-I-N-G. When you add 2,000 pounds, that makes a ton. So what have you got? You got a lot.
my name?
Oh, I neglected to mention, some of George's biggest problems were caused by another George. And I'm afraid you're about to meet him now.
Here, step aside, young man.
Hey, who are you anyway?
I am your esteemed leader, King George III.
Oh.
So you're the George who made high tech.
Oh, at least I don't play with axes.
In the year A.D. 1773, King George put taxes on tea. So the colonists gathered in a little band, scratched their heads, talked and planned. This thing is getting out of hand. We're sick of their taxes and their crummy rule. They're much too bossy and the king is cruel. We gotta do something. What can we do?
I've got an idea.
You?
Yeah, let's have a tea party.
A tea party?
Oh, how quaint.
Boston tea, Boston tea. Come with me down to the edge of the sea. Boston tea, Boston tea. Come to the party with me.
No, not that kind of party. This party is really going to swing. We're going to drop some tea in the bottom of the sea.
Well, why did you say so? Come on, let's go! We're gonna have a party, yeah man, a party by the edge of the sea. We're gonna have a party, yeah man, come along with me. Come along with me. We're gonna have a party, yeah man, and what do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. Drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. Drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. We're gonna have a party, yeah man, a party by the edge of the sea. We're gonna have a party, yeah man, come along with me. Come along with me. Gonna have a party, yeah man, and what do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. Drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. Drop some tea in the bottom of the sea. Come along with, come along with, come along with me. Come along with, come along with, come along with me. Come along with, come along with, come along with me. Come along with, come along with, come along with me. Yeah!
Stop that nonsense this instant, I say. Such behavior is awful. Besides, it's unlawful. Believe me, they'll pay for their actions today. For this, I shall close the Boston port.
He sure is a lover, sport. Freedom and liberty are what we're for.
If we have to, we'll fight for our rights.
Well, old King George kept his word. He did close the Boston port, and he did a lot of other things the colonists felt were unfair. They weren't about to swallow the bitter cup of tea the king had brewed for them. They knew they would have to defend their rights before the king started taking all their rights away from them. So, they all got together and formed the First Continental Congress in 1774, and the first item of business was to appoint a leader.
Gotta have a leader.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be brave.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be honest.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be smart.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta have courage.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be bold.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be strong.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta have heart.
Yeah, man.
Who's this man we're talking about?
Who else? G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Let George do it. He can. He's a man of the hour. Let George do it. He can. He will give him the power. He can. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. George do it, he can. He's a man of the hour. He can. Let George do it, he can. We will give him the power. He can. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. Let George do it. He's a man of the hour. Let George do it. We will give him the power. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen.
And now, here he is, our leader, George Washington.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. But you've got to remember, there's only one way you get anything done successfully, whether you are playing a game, or making beautiful music, or even building a new nation. And what's the good word?
Cooperation!
What's that again?
Cooperation!
That's better. Now one more time.
Cooperation!
To play on a team, or sing in a choir, or even try to form a nation, there's just one thing they all require.
That's cooperation. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. When we all cooperate.
night was heavy, and he had quite a reputation because his raids were fast and scary.
Fast cooperation. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. When we all cooperate, 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 cooperate.
And cooperate they did. All through the summer and fall of 1775, Washington worked hard to train and discipline his troops. Then off they went to battle. Though the Continental Army won some very important victories, they also took some heavy losses. But the worst time for them was that bitter December of 1777, when Washington and his troops retired to their winter quarters at Valley Forge. Things were looking really pretty grim. Supplies were scarce, and the soldiers were discouraged and ready to quit.
We're sorry we got high. We're cold and tired. Got no clothes and shoes. We're singing the blues. Singing the blues. We keep on marching, not because we're bold. We gotta keep moving 'cause our feet are cold. And we're singing the blues. Singing the blues.
Through sickness, hunger, cold and snowing, Washington kept his poor men going.
And we're singing the blues. Singing the blues. Singing the blues. Singing the
All right, men. I know things haven't been going too well lately. And this winter, well, let's just say it wasn't our best. In fact, it was terrible. And I don't blame you for being discouraged. I'm kind of discouraged myself. And I know none of you would want your wife and kids to see you now. Because frankly, you're a real mess. But look, fellas, we started something we all believe in. We set our goal for freedom, and we can't give up yet. So come on, let's get going. We gotta be brave. We gotta be bold. We gotta have courage. We gotta have heart. If you wanna win, never give in. That's right, that's what it takes. Give it your best. It's all you can do. If you want to make a hit, never say quit. Never give up till you see it through. Now, you think you got the idea?
Yeah!
Okay, why don't you try it? Come on, let's go! If you want to win,
If you want to win,
never give in.
never give in.
Give it your best.
Give it your best.
It's all you can do if you want to make a hit.
If you want to make a hit,
Never say quit.
never say quit.
Never give up till you see it through. Never give up till you see it through. Never give up till you see it through. Never give up till you see it through.
With this new spirit of enthusiasm, the sad-looking army went on their way with new determination to win battles and to gain their freedom.
If you want to win, never give in. If you want to win, never give in. If you want to win, never give in. If you want to win, never give in.
February 6, 1778. France enters war, bringing fresh new troops and supplies to aid the colonists.
February 23rd, 1779, Clark expedition captures British forts.
September 23rd, 1779. After 3-hour battle, John Paul Jones and his crew sink British ship.
January 1781, British are defeated at Cowpens.
October 19th, 1781. Cornwallis surrenders to George Washington. The war is over, and we are now free.
Yes, the colonists were now free from King George and his tyranny. They had signed a declaration in 1776. They had won the revolution in 1781. And now they were a brand new nation.
And what's the word, everybody?
Cooperation!
What's that again?
Cooperation!
That's better. Now one more time.
Cooperation!
Jefferson was a mighty man who helped to form a mighty nation. He came up with a mighty plan.
Call the Declaration. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. When we all cooperate, 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 cooperate.
A man named John signed his Hancock bold upon that famous proclamation that says we all have equality.
In this brand new nation, things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. When we all cooperate, 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 cooperate. And finally, in '83, there was a meeting of two nations. They did agree to live peacefully. That's cooperation. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. Things really operate first rate. When we all cooperate, 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 cooperate.
At last, the nation was at peace. Things had settled down to normal. And George, well, he finally got to go home.
At last, George Washington's work was done. He had given us his best. A brand new country had been born. So he
6 years after the Revolution, the states got together to begin working on a plan to govern the new nation. After much debate, they finally approved a constitution so that the government could be officially organized. Now came the most important item of business, to choose a leader.
Gotta have a leader.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be brave.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be honest.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be smart.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta have courage.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be bold.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta be strong.
Yeah, man.
He's gotta have heart.
Yeah, man.
Who's this man we're talking about?
Who else? G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. G-E-O-R-G-E, Washington. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Who can? He can. Let George do it. He can. He's a man of the hour. Let George do it. He can. He will give him the power. He can. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. George, do it, he can. He's a man of the hour. He can. Let George do it, he can. We will give him the power. He can. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. Let George do it. He's a man of the hour. Let George do it. We will give him the power. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen. First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen.
And so, in April of 1789, George Washington again became the leader of the people. This time as the first president of the United States of America. He will always be remembered as the father of this great country. First in war, first in peace, and first in the hearts of his countrymen.
He was the father of our country, leader of a brand new nation, and he believed in liberty.
We are the people of this country, a brand new generation, and we believe in liberty. Yes, we believe. We believe. Yes, we believe. We believe.
He knew that troubles would come, troubles would go, but he believed, he believed.
We know that troubles may come, troubles may go, but we believe. We believe. Yes, we believe in liberty.
you and me.
We too believe our country will keep on going, for we believe in liberty. Yes, we believe, yes, we believe in liberty.
We know that troubles may come, troubles may go, but we believe, we believe.
We know that troubles may come, troubles may go, but we believe in liberty. Washington Monument, Washington, D.C.
Symbols of a strong nation, governed of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Washington College and University.
A country that provides the best of education, training, opportunities, and technology.
Washington apples from Washington State.
A land of natural resources, orchards, farms, vineyards, oceans, and mines.